Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Today we have an all signs full moon in Virgo, lunar eclipse. What is going on? There's so much going on, right? There's a lot of endings, a lot of unexpected situations, resolutions. All of that is coming up, right? So let's dive in. Let's see what is coming up for you. During this time, we'll be checking the 12 signs. So we are starting with Pisces because we are in the Pisces season all the way to Aquarius. Okay, so let's dive in and see. Timestamps will be available for you, and of course, because we are talking about um, the moon here, I'll recommend that you check first of all your rising sign, your ascendant, then the sun, and then the moon. Okay, so that you have a more holistic understanding of what is going on for you. Of course, you can check the all 12 signs because we do have the energy of the 12 signs in our natal chart. So let's dive in. Let's start with the energy oracle cards, and then we're going to use the Lenormand as well. Okay, so something different. Sorry, connecting already with your energy, something different here for you. Okay, and of course, thank you for liking, for hitting that notification bell. I am so grateful that you're here. So let's dive in and start with Pisces. This is for Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. What is the message for Pisces for the full moon? They say, no, it's not that one. Okay, it's not that one. So we need a card. Victory, yes. Oh my God, this is beautiful. So we have victory here with number 28, and we have the sun with number 1. So we have extremely positive cards here for you. This could be the resolution of something that you've been waiting on for so long. Because look at her, she's in, sorry, Mercury retrograde is coming up. She's enjoying this victory, but she's not enjoying outside. We do have enjoying outside here. So, and we have enjoying inside here. So, we actually have a lot of embracing and enjoying the present moment from the two sides, from external sources and from internal. I see that initially there's something about the internal part, okay? Because you look at her, she's here, beautiful. She's just embracing the senses. How does it feel? She's embracing everything around, okay? Because we have the victory here with the bay leaves, it really feels like this was something that was, I'm having a sense it was very hard for you to reach this point in your life. And so, because look at that, we do have a baby here as well, right? So, this could be a new project. This could be a child. This could be your child, but this could be your inner child as well. There's music here, right? There's the sun, there's a book, there's just so many, there's a lot of art here, right? There's a lot of arts and crafts, and the lotus flower also coming from a hard time, right? Coming from the mud all the way and then finally coming up. So there's all this energy that it has been a tough time, but now the doors open. Okay, doors are opening up for me right now. Let's see what else here with the Lenormand for Pisces. Yes, we have the clouds. Perfect. We have the anchor. I'll tell you what I feel about this anchor in a second. I just wanted to get one more card. One more card, thank you. And the star. Beautiful. So we start here with the clouds, right? So as we said, something wasn't clear. Ugh, I'm hearing a lot of noises. So maybe something was very noisy. You had a lot of energy around. It wasn't clear what's going on, what's not going on. But why was this happening? Because something doesn't fit anymore. You see, this anchor, it's not inside the water, is outside, is not attached to a boat, is detached from the boat. So what does that mean? It means it's done, it's expired, right? Something here, it's done. Something here doesn't make sense anymore. It's just not, it's not fit, it's not doable, it's not, it could be important. It's not aligned to your energy anymore, right? And that's when you understand that the start comes, right? A dream coming true, something coming up here, brand new energy coming your way, right? Six of Cups, a dream coming. We keep having the dream coming through, and this makes so much sense with these two cards. So, what I would say for this time for Pisces during this full moon, and it could be, I mean, during the full moon we already Mercury retrograde, so there could be a slight delay onto recognizing this victory and this move and this celebration. So we could be a little bit towards the end of March, after the 20th of March. But I feel that there's already something here that starts to coming out, right? It starts to bubbling already, something here. And and this could be why you're taking the time to enjoy, the moment, taking the time to enjoy the preparation for the big move. There's something here about a big move. So that's the biggest energy that I have here for Pisces, the big move. It's finally here, right? So congratulations with that, Pisces, and I'll leave you at that. So thank you so much, and we move on to Aries. This is for Aries now, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what is going on during this full moon in Virgo for you. Okay, remember to check first your ascendant, rising sign, then the sun, and then the moon. Okay, as we're talking about this energy. So for Aries, the garden and the gate. I'm going to take another card if he wants to come out. Yes, it does. Walking away. Wow, there's a lot of living, going. It's done. Let's go. Perfect. Now, the garden and the gate. I absolutely love this card. This card, it's so much about, you being responsible, and you taking ownership of your responsibilities, your actions, and the consequences and all of that. And then it makes so much sense because you have, okay, so let me start by this one, right? So you see this girl here, right? Look at her necklace. The key of the gate is right there. So she is inside in the garden, and she has a whole new world out there, right? So she has the key. She has the power, right? She is the power, because she needs to understand whether she wants to just live in the garden where everything is perfect, everything is under control. There's nothing there out of place. Everything is strategically put together, right? The colors, the plants, the times that are watered, what it's one next to the other, and all of that. Or do you want to explore the world out there? So this is about, what do you want in your life, Aries? Do you want to just live in this controlled and manipulated environment, or do you want to expand? Because there's something very big here about expanding. Because what I see here for most Aries is you opening the gate and walking away. Look how beautiful this is, right? This is her remaining small. This is her deciding to expand. Now I'm talking about her because there's females here, but I could be talking to men here, gender wise. Okay, there's a big energy here that if I remain here inside, I'm going to start shrinking. So there's the need to get out there, and it's like the same butterfly. This is the same butterflies. Look at that. You have two butterflies here, one here, one here. You have the butterflies here, one here, one here, right? It looks like a different place, but it's not. It's the same. It's just the versions of you, okay? The versions of you. Wow, this is so interesting. So let's see what the Lenormand has to say for Aries here. We're going to be taking 3 cards for you, okay? So 3 cards, please, for Aries. for the full moon. Okay. So we have the whip, we have the tower, and one more, please. One more card for Aries. Thank you. We have the knight. Okay. Great. So we're talking about closing with something from the past, you see, and that's exactly what it is. Because in this card, if there was a card before, we would be talking about closing, cutting off something that it is there. But because I have nothing here, I feel this card is asking you, it's time to get rid of the past. It's time to detach from a version of you that doesn't fit anymore. You built this, you have been growing, right? It takes a lot of work, right, to build this huge tower. But it feels like this person has been working on until she became this person, right? And it's through this change, it's through this moving on, we could very strongly be talking about you connecting with someone romantically, emotionally. Yes. So I could be talking about single people here in terms of, you know, your status. If you're single here, you could be ended up meeting someone, but you will meet this person when you free yourself. There's something here that some of you, Aries, are keeping yourself stuck. You could be talking about you keeping yourself stuck with the situation from the past, cutting off with the past. Maybe a person from the past that keeps promising that they're going to return, that they're going to, you know, they just need more time, they need more time, they need more time. So you're stopping to live your life because someone is asking you to not live your life. Okay. So that is one way that I can see this. On the other side, I can also see if you are in a relationship, and it doesn't have to be, because this knight is here. I feel like this is a lot of messages coming up here. Okay, so we could be talking about a message coming up, and this is a message because it's associated here with the 9 of Cups. This could be a message of a dream coming true, a situation, a job, an opportunity, a business, a partnership, whatever it is. I'm having for a lot of people as well, health wise, you need to step away from where you are for your own health, whether this is your physical, psychological, mental, spiritual health, whatever it is. Okay, there's something here that is showing up very strong, and it's screaming at you, we need to leave to get better at something. And yes, it could be maybe your psychic abilities, your mediumship, whatever it is, your spiritual growth needs to step away from where you are, potentially caused a lot of trauma where you are, and in order to expand, because you work on yourself, you do the stuff, and you go back to the place where you got the trauma, you go back again. It's like always touching. It's like you put a plaster or a bandage on your wound, and then you go back and you open it again, you know, and then you go and do it again, and then you go and you open it again. So it's never, it's making it worse. It's going deeper and deeper because your inner child is just stopping to trust in you. Okay, so I definitely feel a huge call during this time. It's time to leave something behind. Look at that. Number 30 is number 3. It's the perfection, right? The manifestation here. And 27, 2 and 7, 9, which is the end of cycles. When you walk away from something, from a place, from a group of people, from a home, this is your freedom. We're talking about freedom here. Okay. So that is Aries. It's just a quick message, so I'll leave it here. Otherwise, we'll have a full reading here for you. So thank you so much for being here, and move on to Taurus. Hi, Taurus. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. This is for your sun, moon, and rising. As you know, do check first your rising ascendant sign, and then sun, and then the moon. Let's see what comes up for you. This is for Taurus, please. Taurus. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, your crown chakra. Okay. Journey. Everyone is moving, everyone is going somewhere here. Now, this could be an inner journey because we have this 7th chakra, so we're connecting with the crown chakra. Okay. If some of you are align with crystals. Maybe amethyst can be something very strong because she's showing very strong with amethyst. She also has this box here. It could be a book, but I feel more it's a box. So we could be talking about a Pandora box. You know, when you open, you can't go back. We could be talking about you opening up. And yes, we could be talking about a spiritual journey. This could be a retreat. This could be you going into some sort of I don't know, shamanic session, right? And you and some taking some plant medicine in order to understand, to open up more. So I have a lot of openness, but it's not openness like you open the chest like, yes, this is here. No, this is much deeper than that. This is a deeper connection with spirit, right? Because there's a lot of light in these two cards. So there's a lot of light that you can see here, like the amethyst over there and all around her, the wings and everything. There's a lot of light, right? There's even this halo here from the light and everything. And in this one, you have a lot of lamps, like she's carrying one, she has the bag, she's ready, she's excited, she's going towards the directions. But look at that. There's 3 directions to this side and only 1 to the other side. So it feels like she's going against the grain, like she's going against to what society is doing. And this is where I feel we could be talking about more in terms of a spiritual journey, okay? Because I'm going more, because there's a lot of light here, but it's a dark there, right? And again, this could be like you are crossing from one place to the next one. Okay, let's see what else here. Feels very deep, this energy for Taurus, right? um okay, so we have the house and the tree. Okay, what else? And it's interesting because there's a lot of trees around the house and the storks. Yes. Again, a new beginning. There's something brand new coming up for you here, okay? It could even be a new home, moving to a new home, yes. And this is going to open up to your quietness, your spiritual awakening, a spiritual journey, all of that here, okay? Now, look at that. You have been growing something here. You have been working on something. You have been trying, testing something. You have been mastering a skill or something in your life, and it's coming up now for you. I really feel we're talking about connection to spirit here. um, okay, maybe there could be some resistance here as well for some of you, okay? But because the storks are here, they're telling me that at the end of the day, you're gonna choose your heart. Now look at that. This card is associated with the Queen of Cups. This house is associated with the King of Cups. So there's also a lot of connection, divine connection, heart connection, okay? Yes, this could be as you're going on a journey. We could be talking about you meeting the right person or you connecting with the 2 versions of you, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and you connect with the 2 versions of you that are so, so beautiful, that they allow you to grow stronger, to mature even more than you are. So this is definitely a huge change for you. So I'm excited for you. If you want to let me know in the comments below what is going on, I'll be very happy to read your comments. So thank you for that, Taurus. And we move on to Gemini. Hey, Gemini, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here, for showing up. Let's dive in and see what is the energy for Gemini here. Blossoming abundance. Hey, look at that. And yin yang, beautiful. So we have number 3 and we have number 22, which could turn into a 4. So we could have a 3, a 4, or a 3 and a 2, 2. 2, 2, it is a master number as well. So we could be talking about a lot of communication, a lot of aligning the 2 sides, because we do have the yin yang, right? The divine masculine and the feminine, the night and the dark, the night, and the day, the light, because we do have here the dark as like nighttime and then it's like nice and bright. Okay, this even feels to me a little bit like Yeah, it feels like dark. Dark as in, when you look at the sky at nighttime, it's really dark, right? With the lights and everything. And the lights are just showing you that there's always light in the dark, right? There's always something out there for you. And you also have this blossoming abundance. Look at the amount of abundance here in this card in terms of nature, in terms of synergy, in terms of everything, the birds. It even feels like these are coins. I feel these are coins as well. So you have all this um, material, but not only material, there's also a lot of nature, and nature is where you actually enjoy the most abundance, right? Is in nature. When you go to a forest, the amount of abundance that you have there, right? Just looking at the day and the night, it's a blessing to be able to witness this every day, every night, right? The sunrise, the sunset, all of that, the elements, the different types of weather, the sun, the rain, the storm, the wind, the fire, all of that. It's so beautiful. So I see that there's something here happening for Gemini during this time, that this could be more in terms of you being more aware of the situations because you're more in tune with your energy. Because you have to remember that the more light you have, the more shadow you have. So I do sense here that some Gemini are starting to understand who they are, what they're doing, where they're going. All of that is showing up very, very strong here for you, okay? So let's dive in a little bit more and see what else is coming up. Now, could be a specific message, but I have someone here jumping and celebrating like a child. You know when you give something, a gift or something to a child, and they're so excited, like yay, yay. So I have something here of some Gemini celebrating something. This could be in the forest, this could be outside. I do have someone outside celebrating, just enjoying life. You're just enjoying life. You're not waiting for anything. Yeah, so we have the garden here, your surroundings. There's something about your surroundings. We did mention that. Oh my God, I was talking about a child jumping. The child is here. Confirmation. Thank you. This is a beautiful confirmation and the star. Yes, which is the Six of Cups, which also resonates with children. So there's something about children here. I don't know if you work with children, if you have children, there's something here, or relatives or something, but there's a lot of energy about that. And this excitement happens when you're out there in nature. Okay, so there's a lot of nature here. So there's nature in the blossoming abundance, there's nature in this um, in the garden, there's nature where the child is. So you are also being called to dive into the child, like the inner child, the childish type of version of you, right? And that's where miracles happen, because the star is here. It's a brand new beginning. We're just talking about, I was explaining to you, when it's dark and the stars are there, there you go. Everything that I was saying before. So I do rest my case, because everything that I mentioned before, the cards just clarified right now. So I believe this is really your message right now, is this excitement. Something new is coming up, and maybe you could be going through a lot of a hard time, and it's finally over. Something is finally over. I'm done with this. And it opens up, right? Everything starts to open up because you stopped resisting. You surrender to something that you were holding too strong. So I'm delighted for you. If you want to share with us in description, in the comments below, I'll be happy to read your comments. And until next time, have a great full moon. And we move on to Cancer. Hi, Cancer. How are you? Thank you so much for being here, for showing up. This is a safe space for you. And of course, we're talking about full moon. So I recommend that you check first and foremost, you check your rising ascendant sign, then the sun, and then the moon. So let's dive in and see what comes up for Cancer. So, healer of the ages, you could be tapping into your healing version, and storm warning. Great. Okay, let's see what comes up for you now. And so, Cancer, as we are looking here, the healer of the ages. Okay, so we could be talking about during this full moon and all this lunar eclipse and all of that. There's a sense here of you opening up, there's a sense here of you understanding how powerful you are, your powers, your energy powers, right? The power in your hands. I mean, I'm just talking about that and I feel the heat in my hands, right? Because when you tap into who you are and you understand who you are, a lot of things can happen. And you, because you see that the light comes from the heart. So we could be talking about Cancer here, living more from the heart, starting connect more. Maybe there's something about the heart chakra, the heart healing. Maybe you're listening to the frequencies connected to the heart. There's something here about the heart, right? It could have been through some situation that happened that caused you to sort of breakdown, to have a breakdown, to have some situation there, a storm warning. This could be a health energy here as well, that you may have had a situation that you need to, it could be stress related. There's something here with the storm warning that you have no way out but to dive into yourself, to understand who you are. There's something here, and this could be simply a calling, an inner calling, that it's like, we have to do this, right? We have to do this. And I'm not saying that you are going to be a healer, an energy healer, or anything like that. We could be talking about for yourself, to work on yourself, to work on, the energy around you, taking care of the house, taking care of your things, your belongings, manifest things in your life. Yes, good luck here with the clothes. You see that? Perfect. Right? The four-leaf clove is here, and that brings a lot of good luck. And this could be you receiving something here. And like I said, we could be talking about you manifesting, working on your manifestations here, because you do have with that six of pentacles there, with this number two, we could actually see the work that you're doing is, it's bringing returns. We could be talking about you purchasing a new home, or if you are renting, you could move into a bigger home. There's something here that is making you type more into who you are. Yes, look at that. The fishes. We're talking about money coming up here. We're talking about something coming up here for you, right? We have the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So when you tap more into your heart center, you connect with the energy, because you know that money is energy, right? We could be talking about your relationship with money. So you could be making peace with that type of relationship. Maybe you had some limiting beliefs, that believes that you have to work all your life, you have to work really hard, money doesn't grow on trees, and all that kind of stuff, right? So you are understanding that that's just myths that people just they never open up to. And now we have this easy access because you have the power, right? You're understanding that you have the power, and that's so interesting. So I'm going to leave you like that, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, have a great full moon in Virgo. And we move on to Leo. Hi, Leo. How are you? Thank you so much for being here, for liking, for hitting the notification bell. Let's dive in. This is for your sun, moon, rising. I strongly suggest that you check first your ascendant, your rising sign, then the sun, and then the moon. So let's see for Leo. We have goddess of the moon. We're talking about the moon, right? So you could be connecting very strong. And the fifth chakra here with the throat chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So we're talking about communication. Maybe you are communicating, you're receiving communications from the moon, you're tapping into your intuition. All of that kind of energy is coming up very, very strong here. It's very interesting because you see this goddess, and you could be connecting with the goddess of the moon. It doesn't mean that you are a female, but we could be talking because you know that the moon is connected with the female energy, right? The intuition, the unseen, the dark, the shadow, all of that. So the mysteries, right? The occult. So we are definitely talking about you coming up into this energy. We could be doing some moon bath, right? We could be diving into understanding more, tapping more into your intuition, communicating from a place of intuition and not just there's a shift. There could be a shift in the way that you communicate as well, right? Because you do have the Archangel Gabriel, which is the messenger of God. So you could have a shift in the communication. You could have a shift in, before you talk or mention something, first you tap into your intuition to understand, is this reliable, is this worth of talking? Because there could be, for some people, there's some conversations that they're not worthy to have with certain people. Why am I saying that? Because you have the mice here. So there could be some people, they're just there to take something away from you, take whatever they can from you, and they don't really care about the rest, right? And this could actually be a woman. This could be a woman. I'm not saying that this is your mother. I'm not saying this is your friend, this is your girlfriend, your wife, whatever it is, your partner, you name it, your coworker. No, but this could come from a female person here. But I wouldn't worry too much, because your intuition is going to tell you straight away, because you are very strong when it comes to that right now. You know that you feel very deep, right? When it comes to certain topics, you feel very deep. And so the deeper you feel, the deeper you understand and you expose to the outside, okay? And this is interesting, because after this, I feel that this is freeing you from something, okay? This cross here definitely tells me that there's a victory coming up here for you, okay? This is a situation here, you diving to the moon, the truth coming out, your communication upgrading here. There's something that you're going to be able to reveal some truth from some people, or they just gonna reveal themselves to you. They don't even realize that they're putting themselves into trouble. As in, I feel some people, they were taking advantage of you. They were using your energy, okay? Because you also have the pumpkin. Pumpkins are about protection as well. So someone was trying to tap into your protection just to get a hole there, right? Create holes there. Maybe like, even, when you have you check your aura and full of holes, it's breaking there. So there's something here. People were just taking stuff from. I don't like it, because I just feel like people were taking something from you, but that's done. That's over with the cross here. That is over. No more. And I see you could potentially deciding to move. Not that you're going to move right then, but you decide to move. You decide to step away from this kind of people. Okay, so that's a very interesting message for you. So thank you so much, Leo, for being here. And we dive into Virgo. Virgo, this is a full moon in your sign. And I strongly recommend that you check, first of all, your ascendant rising sign, then the sun, and then the moon. Okay, so let's dive in and see what is this full moon lunar eclipse during Mercury retrograde doing in your sign. Okay, what is the energy coming up here for Virgo, please? Adjacent possibilities, community. So it's opening up doors for you. It's allowing you to see that support can come from different versions and different areas of your life. Okay, you actually see here some windows are gone, right? But there's other ones ready to open, and that's what is showing up here. Like, this door is closed. What if you look to the side? There's one open, there's above open. So there's just so many doors open, and even if you just keep moving straight, the door is open, and there's so much light out there, right? So what are you waiting for? Why are you focusing so much on the doors that don't open anymore, or the windows that are broken and they're not able to be fixed anymore? There's something here that it's calling you. Why are you holding on to the past so much? Why you keep looking back to the past when you have a whole community waiting for you to celebrate you, to support you, to guide you, and to just be there for you? We could be talking about a brand new community, a community you've never been in before. Okay, this could be a new community. We're going to check with the Lenormand what else is coming up here. But you can actually see, yes, there are 3 women there. It doesn't have to be women, it's just the figures that are there. But they're all different, right? Their dresses are different. The instruments are different. The way their hair is done is different. The way their decoration in their hairs and all of that, their accessories are different, right? Some are playing instruments which are different. So there's a lot of differences there, but that doesn't mean that they don't unite, they don't support each other. And that's where maybe it comes up here. Yes, the whip is coming up, closing up with the past. There's something here that you're being asked to close up with the past, Virgo. So what is holding you back so strong? I mean, only you know, this is a general reading, right? The bear is here as well. So maybe you are a mama bear, you are someone that just needs to control everything. You need to, or you could be that person that you don't want to believe that, someone betrayed you. You don't want to understand that because it's very hard for you to make a decision. So I could be talking to people, it's very hard to make decisions. Remember, we were talking in the very first card here, like, why are you holding back? I feel you're holding back because every time you need to move forward, there's a lot of, I don't know where to go because I don't want to leave something behind. What if I need that in the future as well? So there's a lot of procrastination here with this card as well, right? But coming back to the first card, the whip here, the whip is definitely asking you to, it's time to cut off with the past, with situations from the past, because they were part of your expansion at that time. They are not part of you right now. And this could be where you are extremely protective right now. We could be talking about you protecting your own energy. We could be talking about you protecting yourself from the community that you are surrounded by. Maybe you don't trust the people. Maybe you don't want to trust people. Maybe you're still in the environment that hurt you. And that causes a lot of this protection, this fight or flight or freeze mode, right? So it's like, I don't know where to go, and you might ended up feeling stuck. What do I feel about this? That during this full moon and this lunar eclipse, something is going to shift and it's going to be clearer for you. Do I see you taking any action straight away? No, but I see you having a better vision of the situations. Look at that. 1122, right? 1122. So we have here situations that are going to help you, and some situation here regarding the past that you're going to be ready to let go of, and then you're going to be able to make the right decision based on your intuition, based on what you want to achieve in your life, because this card is connected with the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles, she has everything under control, right? So that's the message for you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful full moon lunar eclipse. And we move on to Libra. Hi, Libra. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your support. This is for your rising ascendant first, sun second, and moon afterwards. Okay, and of course I suggest that you listen to the three to understand more the energy around you, or these are general reads for you. Okay, so let's dive in and see what comes up for Libra. We have the thinking woman and we have contract. Yes, this is good. This feels really good. So we have the thinking woman here with this card. So she's holding a book there. Is this a library? Could be, right? It could be, because there's a lot of books everywhere here. So we could be talking about you looking for something in a book. Okay, there's something that you could be looking for, an answer for something that it's there. I kind of feel you already have the answer inside. You're just looking for something else. We also be talking like you could be looking into a contract. You could be trying to figure out if the contract is legit, if there's something, because look at that. We have books here, we have books here. So this is definitely a contract coming your way. Yes, it could be a job contract, most likely will be. This could be academic, this could be something like this. But I feel that as you, Libra, are connected so strong with equality, justice, and all of that. I feel that's what's coming up here in your life during this full moon lunar eclipse. Justice is coming here. And if you have been looking for jobs and nothing is landing to you, we could be having this opportunity coming up here, okay? We could have that opportunity coming up, and I'm excited for that for you because you do have the butterfly there as well, and it's finally coming up. Like, yes, the butterfly is out, good news are coming your way. You do have yellow, I think it's roses here. Yes, yellow roses. I like yellow roses. They give me the sense of the sun. There's new ideas. It's about I'm open to receive. I'm open for a new chapter in my life. And she's also dressed in green. So green is also talking about material gains, right? Money, abundance, prosperity, all of that stuff. So let's see what else is. Oh my God, I was waiting for this card. Yes. Definitely a contract is coming up here. 10 of Pentacles. Do you see that there? Number 26, 26, 2 and 6, 8, which is also the card of the number of the money. It's the infinite. What you put out there comes back to you. So you've been doing the good, you've been applying for jobs, you've been taking care of yourself, and it's coming back to you finally, right? It feels, I really feel like finally this is here. Finally, the freedom is coming up here. And it's, yes, it's about this time. You are ready to go. Look at that. We do have the lunar eclipse there, right? So we are having with the Eight of Cups, we are finally ready to move forward. We're finally ready to leave something behind, leave the pain, leave the lessons, leave all of that. And in the beginning, it may not sound like, you may not feel like it's crystal clear because the clouds are here. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going to happen. But rest assured, with this storm, whatever it's coming straight. It's coming good right at you. So am I saying you should just dive in? No. Do the research, do the thing. Remember, the thinking woman, she's thinking about stuff, and you are Libra. You don't just go, by impulse. You understand the two sides of the coin. You look at the scales here, right? You look at everything. So keep doing that. Use your discernment, do the due diligence, whether this is a good job, is it not. You also have the yellow candle here, okay? So you may light a yellow candle as well. That can also be very connected with, abundance, with money, with new jobs, new opportunities, opening doors. All of that is coming up very, very strong for you, okay, Libra? So that's what I have for you. This was very exciting. I think I barely breathed while I was talking to you. So that was exciting and intense. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, have a wonderful full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. And we move on to Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up. Today we are here talking about the full moon in Virgo lunar eclipse. I strongly recommend that you check first of all your ascendant, your rising sign, and then the sun, and then lastly the moon. Okay, so let's dive in and see what comes up for you here for this big event. This is for Scorpio. What do we have here for Scorpio, please? We have hostilities. Okay, so there could be some situations here coming to the surface. They're asking you to take ownership. Don't act from a place of fear. Act from a place of trust, of faith. Why am I saying that? Because you do have the hostilities here, right? So you see this person here with the sword ready to attack. He's in a defensive mode. So this person is used to be attacked by others. This person is always in a survival mode. You actually see about his clothes and everything, right? He feels like he's in survival mode all the time. However, right after we have the most beautiful card, the Temple Path. Now the Temple Path talks about spiritual awakening, trust, faith, connecting with something higher than what we are here doing, right? So, and this is where I feel that you could be challenged here rather than come from a place of defensive mode, come from a place of faith, of trust, of peace. not from a place of war, but from a place of peace. Something here is shifting inside of you, already shifted inside of you, and this is the moment for you to show what are you made of. Okay, not from a place of strength and aggression or any violence or anything like that, but from a place of love, of understanding that when someone is attacking you, this is more about them than it is about you. So you're probably hurting some part of their inner ones, right? So let's see what else is coming up for you. Sorry, just fixing here a bit. Okay, so Scorpio. So we have the child, we have the anchor. Okay, this one. Yeah. And the bear. Okay. So there's definitely here something about it's very hard to let go of something. Okay, this could have been something that hurt you as a child, or the other person was hurt as a child and this person is not able to let go and is still, we could be talking about a mother figure, okay, someone that is a guardian or something like that, and the child. So I don't know if the female is you or the female is another person, but there could be something here that someone around you is coming from a place of uh, frightening, a place of scarcity, a place of lack of love. Okay, so if this is something that it's not life threatening happening during this time, rest assured to take a step back and to try to show them that love conquers all. Okay, I feel this is the opportunity for you to show to people that life is not about fighting, life is not about anger, it's not about all of that. Okay, and this could even be the way you are raising a child and the other person doesn't respect that because in their time things were different, and maybe you put your kids first, maybe you put their needs first, maybe you don't shout at them, maybe you don't hit them, and before it used to be all about that, and you're creating the change. So rather than coming from force, you come from a place of love, and that is the biggest proof that you can give even to the universe here about your consciousness, your expansion, and all of that, right? It's a beautiful reading for you, Scorpio. So I'm very happy that I was able to pass this message to you. So that's what I leave you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, have a beautiful full moon lunar eclipse. And we move on to Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up, for all your likes, and to hitting that notification bell. As we are doing this reading, I'll strongly suggest that first of all, you check your ascendant rising sign, then the sun, and then the moon. Okay, so let's dive in and see what else is coming up for you, Sagittarius. So we have the sixth chakra, your third eye, Archangel Metatron here. It's beautiful and there's a lot of light, and the woman holding a coin. So we could be talking about following your intuition when it comes to dealing with your money, dealing with that kind of stuff. So we have number 40 and number 42. So fours are about materialization, stability, right? All of that good stuff that it is required to have a good life here while we evolve and we expand consciously, right? So let's start here with this Archangel Metatron. So what do I look here? What I see a lot of stars, fairies, all of that. So I could be talking to people, they are connecting with a lot of fairies, with a lot of stars. You are paying a lot of attention to your intuition, you are having a lot of visions, and you are having a lot of synchronicity, like, oh, this makes sense, that makes sense. And even when you're thinking about how can I grow my financial freedom, my financial stability, right, and you get this idea straight away in how to make it happen, right? So we do have a black cat which talks about fearless people. It could be woman, it doesn't have to be, but it's the energy, the archetype of it, right? So there's a lot of abundance, and also the color purple, it's also connected with that abundance. There's a lot of abundance in this card for you, Sagittarius. So the this full moon can bring doors opening for you, job offers, opportunities, alliances, right? I mean, yes, it could be romantically, but what I'm feeling right here, right now, we're talking about career. We are talking about good things coming your way with the lilies as well, right? Number 30, so three. So we have four with number 40, we have three with number 30. So there's definitely a lot of energy here, and we have the knight. So this could be a messenger. This could be where the message comes. Yes, we could be talking about emails. We could be talking about phone. We could even be talking about someone very close to you, and they come to you and say, hey, I know this opportunity there and there. I know that you're looking for. Have a look into that, right? It could be in their company and they're saying, hey, they're looking for this. It would be great if you, do you want me to recommend you there? So there's a lot of openness here for you. There's doors opening for you. With this ring, I'll be very honest, I don't feel you want the place where you are. I feel you want the place away because you see the vibration here. It's like away, right? It's going, and the perfection is away. There's something here that I love that, but I would like to go away because this night also comes with the nine of cups. The nine of cups is a dream coming true. Number one, the beginning. So there could be something about a dream coming true. Maybe you always dream about living in a different place, in a different country, in a different city, doing something different, having a different relationship, different friends, whatever it is. And it feels like that is coming into fruition right now. So that's absolutely beautiful. There's this sense there's a lot of dreams coming true during this full moon. So I'm excited for you. Very excited. So thank you so much, Sagittarius, for being here. And I hope you enjoy this full moon lunar eclipse. And we move on to our Capricorn. So we're nearly at the end, Capricorn and Aquarius. How are you, Capricorn? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up and for liking and hitting that notification bell. Let's connect with your energy, and please do check your suggested that you check your rising ascendant sign first, then the sun, and then the moon. So let's see what are the messages, the energies for you. No, there are too many. I need just two cards, please. Two cards for, might have to do it again. Yes, I think was two of them were those cards. Um, Energies for Capricorn, please. Yes, door to value. It's all about you, making money, working, right? Doing the work, doing the work. One more card, please. Okay, the energy is very stuck for you, Capricorn. What is going on? Thank you. Indecision. So we're talking about some indecision. So there could be some opportunities coming up for you because you do have the door to value here, with the Chinese coins and all of that. This really feels, I'm looking at this card and it's actually reminding me very strong about the new year, the Chinese year, when it started in February now, on the 17th of February, the year of the fire horse. There's something here that starts moving, but I have a lot of indecision from you. So this could be a time where doors are all opening for you. There are opportunities for you, but there's a lot of indecision. And the indecision could be, do I stay where I am? Because even the opportunities can be very different. It could be one to one side, one to the other side. What do I mean by one to one side, one to the other side? You could have the perfect position for maybe a lower salary, or you could have the position that it's not your favorite and the salary is really good. We could also be having positions. There are two very different locations from where you are, and maybe you're the type of Capricorn that doesn't like to move. You like to stay where you are. You don't like a lot of changes in your life. You like stability, and maybe these opportunities are causing a little bit of uncertainty, right? Being uncomfortable. So let's see what else here. Yeah, so we have the child. It's definitely new beginnings, definitely new things coming your way. I'm telling you, new opportunities, doors opening up. Yes, it could definitely be with number 33 and the eight of Pentacles. They're work related, yes, but it could be, like I said, in a different place, because this key and that door show me that it could be, you could have to move, like through a portal. You could have to move to a different location, and even the door to value, it's a door as well, right? To a different, wow, you have a lot of new beginnings here. the storks, a lot of new beginnings. It could be at this time right now. Yes, you could have had already those opportunities. However, I feel it's during this time of the new moon, a few days before, a few days after, or you could even go a little bit more because we are in Mercury retrograde. So if you get an offer now, pay very good attention, read your contracts, read everything, all the conditions. If you have questions, make sure that everything is crystal clear and there's nothing left behind, because it could change once the Mercury retrograde um, goes direct, right? But there's a lot of beautiful energy here. So I would pay attention to this, not allow it to stop me, because sometimes you do have an opportunity during Mercury retrograde and you can't delay. So if you can't delay, I mean, some people say you shouldn't do this or that or that. I mean, you don't stop living, you don't stop breathing because of Mercury retrograde, right? So if you have to do it, what if it happens faster and you become much richer quicker than if it was in Mercury direct, right? So that's my message for you. Open up, don't allow the indecision to stop you from being happy. Okay, so I'll leave you at that. Capricorn, thank you so much for being here, and until next time, have a certain certain full moon. Thank you so much. And finally, we move to Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support, your likes, your subscribes as well. Okay, so let's dive into this reading for you. Let's not waste time here. Just a reminder that I suggest that you check first your ascendant rising sign, and then the sun, and then the moon. So let's dive in and see what comes up for you. What comes up? Yeah, so door to romance. I've been having a lot in the Aquarius ones about romance, about new love, new life, and all of that. So, yes, Angel of Strength. This is absolutely beautiful for you. So we start here with this card that it's so beautiful. Look at the amount of love that is there. And it's interesting because that heart is inside a cage. Okay, so I could be talking to Aquarius that they close their heart to love. It could be something that happened in the past. However, if you pay attention here, the key is right outside. Uh, wait, there, right there. So it's not like you're completely close to love, but only the right person will understand that the key is right there. So there's something about only the right person will be strong enough, will have determination and courage to look better and understand. Number 33 there, and number 50. So there's a lot of energy here that it's meant to be. So we could be talking about a divine counterpart. And so let's see what else is coming up from the Lenormand for you here to see what is going on here. And we could be talking about you have been closed off, not closed off, but you're not, like on dating apps and that kind of stuff. It's like, no, if someone is going to show up, I'm going to meet this person in person, right? It's not going to be like that. I know what I'm looking for. So let's see what else is coming up for you. For Aquarius, please. The child again. The child is coming so much. And yes, the child is about, this childish part, the inner child. So we could be talking about you connecting with someone that is very childlike. And this could cause you to think, oh, do I really want this person? Is it worthy to be with a person like this? You know, this person could have, yes, you should. This person could have a very young heart. They be very funny and playful and all of that, but there could be a side of them that then turns very serious, and this seriousness could come when it comes to romance. So I could have a person here that it's not so easy to open up, even though they're very interested. This is mixed emotions here. It could be you that I'm talking about here, okay, because you do have the storks here, and as you can see, one is approaching the other. Okay, So as we've seen, I see your heart here in this cage. So it's the person that it's approaching that needs to approach with the right strength, the right gentleness, the right uh, care and affection and all of that. I could be talking to Aquarius. They have suffered quite a bit when it comes to love, and they will not just accept any person into their heart center. Okay, but it looks like there's a huge opportunity for someone beautiful to come into your life. So I love that for you, Aquarius, and that's what I leave you here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you everyone for being here. I hope you have the most beautiful, beautiful full moon in Virgo, lunar eclipse. And until next time, have a great day. Take care.